Can I describe Emma? Completely unique, special, memorable. She was like no other type of person I know.
The thing that always impressed me, and the thing that I think was so remarkable about Emma, is that she actively worked to change people's perception of her from being beautiful to being talented.
Emma was one of the most beautiful people and souls I've ever met. She had so much kindness in her. She would have so much depth, and she would be respectful to everybody. Everybody. It didn't matter if somebody wasn't doing well in their life, or she would still treat them with the same measure of respect.
She loved people with personality, and she was one with personality. And she was just like the most open person that I ever met.
Her photography was amazing. She was an amazing photographer. She would feel her images. She just didn't take images. They were coming from someplace deep within. And you could see it. When you looked at her pictures, you can see she enjoyed abstract and nature and people and photojournalism, and she's just such an amazing natural talent.
I just am so impressed with the effect she had on people positively in the short amount of time. In the short amount of time that I knew her, she had an incredibly positive effect on me. And I think the same is true with all the students here. She just really was someone who never had a bad thing to say. Never seemed like she was upset. Never seemed like she was selfish. None of that. She was the exact opposite of that. All she wanted was for the people around her to do better. And that's just so remarkable for someone that age.
She made my heart kinder. She just did. Even though I've always believed in kindness, she had this way of helping me to be a better person.
Within the short 2 years that I've known her, she's one of the few people who not really instantly clicked with, but we did quickly reach that point of where we might as well have been married. Like, we were talking to each other like a freaking old married couple.
She had a great outlook on life, and she had a great outlook on being an artist, a great outlook on being herself and not embarrassed to be herself. And I can't say I do all those things, and that's why she was so huge. That's why her loss is such as a huge hole, here, because we sort of didn't take it for granted, but maybe we did. She was this joy that you never thought in a million years would go away the way she did, and so young. So.
There are a lot of people come into your life and they're around for a year or two, especially in a college situation, and then they're gone, and you're like, hey, have a great time, and maybe you see them, maybe you don't. But Emma was somebody that was like, no, I have to know this person forever. I have to know this person. And, it's remarkable when those people come into your life, and you never know what's going to trigger that, what's going to be that difference. But I think I look at it now like, just trying to share with everybody I can how important she was. It's important to have to